More than 200,000 people have rallied outside the Munich Security Conference calling for regime change in Iran. People travelled from across Europe to join the protests as part of a global day of action against the Iranian government. Thousands also rallied in solidarity in Australia, many saying they lost family and friends in last month's deadly protests in Iran. The son of the last Shah of Iran spoke to the crowd in Munich, calling for change.
Dr. Ali Mamouri is a research fellow in Middle East studies. He says the Iranian regime will be feeling the pressure.
The Iranian regime is in a very difficult, critical situation. There are pressure domestically and there are pressures internationally as well. But still the regime is far away from the moment of collapse. The regime still is holding strong and prepared for all scenarios.
In terms of what has been happening in Iran, the protests at the beginning of this month and the clampdown, I think we're only really now finding out just how intense that was with stories coming out, aren't we?
Yeah, of course. The situation that happened during the protest, the crackdown was really brutal, was unproportionate, was out of imagination. Thousands of people were killed. But at the same time, as I said, the situation is a very complicated situation in Iran. From one side, we have still a minority who are supporting the regime. They had another rival protest during the anniversary of the victory of Islamic revolutions. And there are no any sign of fraction or a crack inside the regime. Any kind of regime change or revolution should come with some kind of fraction with the security forces, with the political class that open the space for a change. There is no any sign of that so far. And in general, the situation in Iran is a result of two factors together. The domestic mismanagement, including all the factors that I mentioned, in addition to the blind comprehensive sanction. So if the negotiation with US get to some point that Iranian regime could get some relief from some part of this sanction, that will give an opportunity to improve the situation domestically as well.
What is your understanding of where those negotiations are at?
The last round of negotiation about a week ago, which was held in Muscat, both parties, after the negotiation, immediately they expressed their positive feedback. They said that the negotiation is on the right track and they are looking forward for another round of negotiations. It seems that there is some kind of flexibility from both sides. For the first time, probably, U.S. President said that he's open to focus the negotiation on only nuclear issue, the demand that Iranians always have been asking for, not including any other issues like the domestic, like the missile plan and like the regional proxies, etc. And Iranian as well, there are some kind of leak that there is a possibility of some flexibility in terms of enrichment, like temporary pausing the enrichment or reducing the percentage of it. So if both sides go on this space and try to find a breach to build an agreement, we're gonna see a possibility of an agreement in near future.
And all the while, the US is building up quite a military presence close to Iran. Another aircraft carrier being sent there now. Also talk of any military strike might be quite prolonged. Reuters were reporting yesterday, military sources telling them that. Arab nations aren't happy about that situation, are they?
Not at all. For sure, there was a long term of competition and a problem between Arab states and Iran. But at the same time, Arab states do not want any other chaos in the region. They are probably happy with the weak Iran, but not with the war that will cause a lot of a problem. At the same time, especially after the 2 years of war in Gaza, Arab states are also worried about another domination by another country like Israel. They don't want any country to dominate the region. So it's for their benefit to have some kind of competition still exists between Iran and Israel and keep both of them under control.